God, I love that flag.
Sometimes I feel weak, I can't move my feet. Now we're miles away. Sometimes I can't breathe, so effortlessly you left me with nothing.
Thank you for your service, sir. Good morning. Oh, it's beautiful out. Oh, the adventures begin. Oh, we got people hiding in the bush too. You see the car? Oh, I gotta get my solar out. Drink my coffee. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Looks like it's gonna be a fun weekend. Oh man. What are you doing for the weekend? Well, actually, this ain't. Here's somebody's dog freaking out. Ooh, don't fall on my butt. There we go. This video comes out on Thursday, I do believe. Is it Thursday? Or Wednesday? I don't know, something like that. Anyway. Yeah, somebody's dog is freaking the hell out over here. Not sure if you can hear it. Dang, that snow looks so beautiful right now. Just looks gorgeous up in there. But I'm glad I'm down in here. Well, I gotta get my solar out and get it charging and take advantage of this clear blue sky. Yeah. I'll talk to you guys in a bit. I gotta have my coffee. Oh, what a beautiful day. Thank you, gorgeous. I love days like this. Hey guys, how you doing? Thought I'd come back here to the same spot. And I was going through the comments just a few minutes ago of yesterday's video. And one of the comments stood out to me. And it stood out to me very strongly. A long time ago, pretty much from the beginning, from the end of the convoy, I've always said, we need to fight against becoming the very thing that we're fighting against. And I think this commenter hit the nail dead on the head when they called our politics these days nothing but a cult. Because it's true, we are becoming a cult. Okay, a lot of you, I got a lot of comments talking about, you know, oh, the liberals don't deserve, you know, the scenery, and no, you're right, they don't. But that wasn't what the video was about. I give you the scenery. The scenery is for you. It's not for the topic matter. The scenery is for you to enjoy while you just sit back and listen to an old man babble. That video yesterday wasn't about, you know, the liberals recovering or winning the next election. No. Heck no. They ain't got a chance in hell. Ain't gonna happen. Not on my watch. How about yours? You think there's a chance the liberals will win under your watch? You let me know in the comments below. I don't think so. It's not happening. But that wasn't what that video was about either. It was about understanding the direction the liberals are going. Understanding this political party that has been a part of Canadian history for pretty much since its inception, if I'm not mistaken. Almost. I think it was a little short. Don't quote me on that. I'm not a political scholar. More or less got into politics during the pandemic. Well, I mean, I was a little bit before that, but not as much as I am now. As focused on it. As a lot of you are. A lot of you are. But the one thing that is starting to bother me is this, and I'm sorry if this offends you. I mean, really sit back and think about this one for a minute. The conservative movement in Canada is becoming like a cult. It's the only movement that's allowed. It's the only voice that's allowed to be heard. If you're not anti-liberal, we're just as bad as the liberals. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to say the liberals have any good, but it's the same thing. We've gotten to the point that, okay, we're in the lead, and we've got this pretty much in the bag. Yeah. I really don't see how on earth. I mean, I guess feasible that the liberals or the conservatives lose, but I really don't see it. It's not going to happen. The Canadian electorate have made up their mind. But what happens after that day? Let's talk about that for a minute. Okay. Do you think, okay, now we go into conservative rule for, the next 9 years? Do you think it's going to be any different 9 years from now when we're sick and tired of the conservative rule? What about if they get the economy back on track and everything? And we decide, hey, you know what? Canada's doing really good. We can afford another social program. Conservatives aren't going to bring it. You know that. I know that. But right now, we want to see the Liberal Party completely demolished. And rightfully so. Hey, 100% they deserve it. They have abused the trust Canadians have instilled upon them. And they abused the Canadians. And they deserve what they're getting. But who keeps Polyev in check once he's in power? if we completely ignore any other opportunities to speak? What stops Polyev from becoming exactly what we're fighting against? His word? I don't know. It was sunshine and rainbows when Trudeau took office. Whether you were on that side or not is irrelevant. It was for the Canadian populace at that time. So what comes afterwards is just important, just as important as what's happened currently. That election, that is the most important thing Canada can do right now for everybody, every Canadian citizen. That election is highest priority. And we can see the power wrangling and everything else going on, and the ineptitude of it. And we know Polyev has the plan to, try and bring us back from the brink. But who keeps him in check when time comes? That's the problem. We're becoming a cult. We're becoming no different than the libtards, as we like to call them. So keep your minds open, listen, agree with policy, but we also need a good opposition. So we do need to start looking at who are the checks and balances to Polyev. Who should be the checks and balances to Polyev? Because without a check and balance, well, I don't know. Are we going to vote in the third Trudeau? Because remember, we know what that brings. Anyway, just some of my thoughts today. I was wandering around. Sorry this is political today. I'm going to add this in my day. But this is part of my day, I get thinking about these things. And I don't mean it to be a political thing, but I also want you guys to think differently. And that's what my channel has always been about, is think differently. Don't go along just to get along. Think for yourself. Think independently. Analyze the situations that are in front of us. Understand what they are. Understand the good side and the bad sides. Understand where we want to go and what it's going to take to be there. Anyway, back to where all this began. With a beautiful view that nobody deserves. Not even me. I almost forgot. I wanted to bring up one more point about, you know, the opposition to Polyev. As it currently stands, the opposition to Polyev, if not the liberals, will be Jagmeet, who doesn't know when to close his mouth or how to open it, or the Separatist Party, who wants to rip Canada apart, whose sole goal is, and frankly, I love the guy's ambition. If he put as much effort into Canada as he does to Quebec, damn, I would vote for him. Now that would be a serious opposition. But because he only focuses on issues for Quebec, that is going to be our opposition to Polyev. So, as much as I want the Liberals to suffer, I kind of want an opposition party to Polyev as well. Anyway, I'm just trying to think outside the box for what comes next. Welcome to the Fringe. You know, my wife always said I had long legs whenever we went out walking anywhere. I don't think this is what she meant. How you doing, guys? Sorry, I don't mean to make political videos, but at the same time, it's, you know, it is a part of our lives. And whether we want it to be or not, whether we choose to ignore it or not, we shouldn't completely ignore it. So once in a while, I guess it was a very political angled commentary, but yeah. Anyway, just open your minds, you know, even if you don't agree with who the opposition is, having that check and balance there is just as important as agreeing with them. Because we all make mistakes. We all do things wrong. You think Polyev's not going to do things wrong? You're deluding yourself. Anyway. Yeah, as far as Kitty goes, if you'd like to help out with Kitty, I would greatly appreciate it. I will keep all receipts for it, whatever people require of me. But yeah, this one's a little bit out of my reach right now. And finding a solution is a very difficult task. So any assistance would be greatly appreciated. Information's on my channel on how you can help me through PayPal or email. Just share the videos. The Viewership is the number one thing to keep me alive out here. The number of views YouTube sees watching the videos is how I grow my channel. The more I grow my channel, the easier survival becomes. And things that pop up can be dealt with. But if you feel I hate doing these. If you feel you want to do a little more, I have a coffee fund. I mean, memberships are, I think it's $3. $3 a month. There's a coffee fund. Buy me a coffee. That'll help greatly. You know how much coffee I drink? Holy mama. I don't do much with memberships other than the videos get released immediately to members versus me being a week ahead as it is right now. Yeah, this video you're watching right now is like made like almost a week ago. Then I have the PayPal, which has been set up since forever. Anyway, then there's also the email there. I finally connected that to a direct deposit. But I understand everybody's hurting. I'm just, these are my problems right now. So if I can get help, great. I got to figure something out. Anyway, enough about begging for money. That just seems so wrong. But it's the world we live in. Sometimes it sucks living in this world. But there's so much to see. Welcome to the Fringe.
Hey you, I'm feeling it so. Hey you, now where do you go? Hey you, should let it go. I do think you care. Do you
Welcome to the Fringe.